Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, it's filibuster week. We know it. It is crunch time for the Democrats. They don't get this through, their agenda is toast. They know it, and we know it, which is why we're going to follow this like a bloodhound all week. Now, today, Biden came out along with Harris, and this is the breaking news. They said they support changing the rules in the filibuster in the Senate. Well, of course they do, because their agenda is dead. It's in the water. It's under the ground, under the water. It's not in a good place. And they need to save it, and changing the rules is the only way to do so. But there are some things happening in this Politico article that are not really backing up the positions of strength the Democrats are posturing from. It's linked in the description. I want to hear from you guys on this one in the comments field because this is everything. This is a 12 to 13 month fight culminating right now. Let's dive in because there's some things here that I want you guys to know about because it's not all rainbows and butterflies like they're letting on. Dems filibuster conundrum. It's not just Manchin and Sinema. Mark Kelly's undecided. John Tester likes a talking filibuster but is not crazy about making an exception for elections reform. And Jeanne Shaheen is promoting more modest changes. Okay, well, just simple math. They're at 45, not at 48. And remember what Schumer said last week on Joy Reid's show, also talking to a left-wing audience? I don't want to be Pollyannish. It's an uphill battle. Look at the whole picture. Zoom out and see what's there. Now, the first thing I want to bring is an excerpt from this article, which is a little bit out of place, but it's important, and I want to put it in the front. Dick Durbin. Dick Durbin is the guy who goes around and counts the votes for the Democrats in the Senate. He reports to Chuck Schumer. He knows what's going on. Let me know if this sounds familiar to something that happened in June or July with Durbin. It's actually from Politico. Check this out and read this quote. Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin said he was not sure where the votes were at the moment, but that it's important people be on the record. 1. Yeah, you are. You know where the votes are. 2. That language, it's important for people to be on the record. Well, back in July, when David Chipman was up for nomination confirmation in the Senate for director of ATF, he started out in April to May saying he's the right man for the right job at the right time. Then he ended up in June, July, and August saying, well, I don't know where everyone sits. We need to get everyone on the record. This is the language he uses when he's not confident, he's losing. When they perceive as not confident, that's a thing. Remember, this is going to a left-wing audience. But let's get on the other senators. Our count right now, remember, 45. A Democratic senator from Arizona is still not sold on changes to the filibuster, and it's not Kyrsten Sinema. Mark Kelly is not yet committed to a change in the Senate rules that would allow elections reform legislation to pass by a simple majority. A centrist who is up for re-election in November, Kelly said Monday he is still undecided just days before he may have to vote on proposals to weaken the filibuster. He's up for election in 9 months. He frames himself as a centrist. You think partnering with the far left of the party is going to help him in this and changing the rules? He doesn't want to do this. Let's keep going. Senator Chris Coons, who helped organize a bipartisan letter backing up the legislative filibuster in 2017, said he's seriously weighing what to do. So he has a history in 2017 of doing a bipartisan letter supporting the filibuster, and his constituents know that? Going into an election year? Yeah, let's go ahead and count it down to 44 right now. So we're at 44. Let's see what else is going on. Some, like Senator John Tester, like a talking filibuster but are not crazy about making exceptions for voting rights, and this part's crucial. Meanwhile, Senator Jeanne Shaheen says reform is needed, but is promoting more modest changes. She cites the near impossible odds the party faces in getting all 50 Democrats on board for changing the filibuster unilaterally, also known as the nuclear option. Near impossible odds. This is in Politico going to a left-leaning audience. Look at the entire picture, and it doesn't look as rosy as they're posturing. We'll see what gets put in front of us. I think we need to change the rules to advance elections legislation, Shaheen said. I think it's problematic that we don't have the votes to do that. Near impossible, and we don't have the votes. That does not sound like strength, right? One last one. Democrats may never know until a vote occurs, and liberal groups are eager for Democrats to proceed. Still, there's plenty of risk in moving forward, including the potential GOP attacks on battleground state Democrats like Kelly for taking tough votes on a doomed proposal. That's the whole point. They're going into an election year. Kelly doesn't want to put his vote on something that doesn't pass, so there's uncertainty on its success. Other senators saying, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't like that style. I like this style. Guys, we're sitting at 43, 44. They're nowhere near it. but that doesn't mean we let up on the gas. Call your senators. If you're one of these in these constituencies, call them. It's time. This is the pivotal point. We are going to pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation, and this is how we do it. When they're posturing this much weakness, ram straight through the fence. We're going to make this happen. That's what I've got for you guys, and I will keep you up to date and check back in. Braden, signing out.